So what's your meaning of life?
What the fuck? You said we're gonna talk about social media. Is this part of the plan?
Yeah, just awesome.
Wait, so are we talking about social media or?
Yeah, we can talk about anything.
Okay.
Social media is
That's
one
so
of it.
specific.
Yeah.
Well, what are the meaning of life?
To ask you back.
I actually thought about it on the way back when I was driving, because you know how I was listening to the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I actually don't know, like, as in, like, is this okay? I make sound like this?
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's my thinking sound. That sounds so weird.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
for
okay.
my ass or anything. It's just my lips, okay? It's like
no,
a
I'm
thinking
trying,
face.
Yeah, just go for it, because I think I'm going to try to edit as least as possible. I just want to have the least amount of... Anyway, yeah, go on.
Oh my god, you just distracted me. What the fuck?
No, you're talking about on the way back home.
Yes, on the way back home. Yeah. What's the question again?
What's your meaning of life? And you thought about it. Come on, man.
Yes, meaning of life. Yeah. I think it's like the life purpose. I think like the way I interpret as in like the meaning of life is more like what keeps me alive. Like the active reason of me not choose to kill myself like that. Yeah, I don't know how you interpret. But I think like for me, I don't really have like grand, big purposes or values like, I want to change the world, like, I don't know, Donald Trump or Elon Musk, like, because, I can't be one, but internally, I think I want to eat all kind of food before I die.
Yeah, so that's your meaning of life, or one of the
It's
aspects
not meaning of life, but I think like life purpose, put it in a way.
Okay.
I think like I feel like, I don't know why it actually sounds so off topic in a way. I think like this is not...
No, there's no topic to be on in the first place.
Yeah, I think I just like, my brain just like, went off tangent a little bit. But anyway, I think it just like here and there, sometimes it hit me like I eat really good food and I'll feel like, it's such a shame. Like, I think I told you before, imagine like dying knowing you haven't tried all kind of cuisine, all food in your life, you know, like you only try, let's say, turns out there's only 20 countries that I tried so far, but there's just like one random country in like Norway, North, like, I was like, oh shit, turns out I actually really like it. Yeah, so I feel like, I was like, maybe I don't want to die. Like I'm not saying I want to die, but maybe like I don't want to die till I complete all this. I think it's enough to keep me going. I think another thing is probably like I want to watch as many movies as I can. It's a bit like we talk about just now, like what was that? I already forgot the movies we talk about.
Which one?
I don't know. Like we saw something, I was like, it's just like Lord of the Rings. Like it's kind of like, you know, once in your life you have to watch it, kind of like classics.
James Bond.
Yes. Actually, I saw clips and there as a kid, but like, I never like sat through the entire movie. I mean, I was too young anyway. There's so many like you know, sexy women like that. So
yeah, it was always very
who was watching it at home? Who was watching
James
it at
Bond
home?
with your parents?
Yeah,
you know, with
now I think about it, was it my dad? Was it my mom who was watching James Bond? Like maybe they have like really intense like sex scene. I don't know. That's how I think of Western movies. Anyway, by the way, so I just kind of feel like there's so many things I feel like I should know before I die. So I think like maybe you put it another way, life meaning is that I want to learn more things. And you see, if the moment I use like the word learn, it sounds so nice. But maybe I just want to scroll more TikTok, who knows. But I think I'm just like very random as a person. So I want to try as many food as I can. So it's probably like pleasure in a way, not so much of purpose.
Do you think it's like gathering information and data? Like learning? That's like you learning, just picking up on anything. Yes. Doesn't matter if you use it. But
a sensory way, if you think in a way. Yeah. So it's quite funny because I feel like I'm not so sensory as a person, but I like the idea of doing it.
Yeah. But your sensory all, you know, move towards your taste.
Yeah, like I just want to eat like and like taste, like try, and then like, but I like movies too in a way. And I feel like, I don't know why, but I always feel like I should watch more. It's like, that's a weird line, like maybe like one person in their lifespan of 60, 80 years old, they should be watching, let's say, 500 movies, 1,000 movies. So I always have this like weird number in my head, like someone should watch this many movies in their life.
Oh, actually?
Yeah. Like I don't know the exact number, but always there's like a standard there. Yeah, but anyway,
what are we talking about?
Life meaning.
Meaning of life, yeah. So it sounds like your meaning of life is reasons why you're not ready to kill yourself yet, or reasons why you still want to keep going.
You know how like when it comes to mental health, there's like positive, negative symptoms, a bit like that.
Okay, yeah.
So it's an approach to life as well.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, there's like, oh, I'm gonna flex and act like I'm very smart, but so I heard there's this whole term called how to make someone happy, freedom. Then they start saying how there's like positive freedom and passive freedom. Wait, is it passive? Negative freedom. Yeah. That was like, that sounds so cool. But negative is basically like there's no set of rules or anything. So like there's no restriction. You just do whatever you want. So it's a bit passive in a way.
Yeah.
But positive is more like, like you go out of your way to catch that, to chase that, to achieve that. So usually to achieve that, you need money. So it's like a conscious decision in a way. Yeah. So I think for me, when I interpret like the meaning of life is more like a negative kind of interpretation. I say like not sad or depressing, but it's more like a passive way.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense. At the same time, it sounds very jumbled, but it makes sense.
Yeah, like the vibe, yeah.
The vibe. You say, the meaning of life is just, you gotta feel it.
I don't know.
You gotta feel the vibe.
I don't know what I talk about. I'm just like, the vibe, like, yeah.
Just trying to feel the energy.
I don't have
you can't quantify it.
Yeah, and I can't describe it. I can't word it. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I really can understand where you're coming from, because it's like the ability to express
articulate,
being how articulate. That's why I'm very I think envy is not the right word, but here's another example. I don't know what is the most precise word for it, but it's like for how some people, they can articulate themselves so clearly from start to finish, an idea, a concept. Meanwhile I'm like the moment someone asks me things like,
and I think that takes decision making as well as a person, because like on the spot you need to analyze and you need to like extract, summarize the whole content.
That's a really good point.
Then you need to like output it's like human chat GPT, and you need to on the spot pick the right wording. So it's like your literature, I guess, like vocab has to be good in the first place.
Yeah, the right word for the right setting, for the right situation,
right timing.
The most appropriate word. It's like, if I use this, the narrative is a bit different. So you start to think a bit more, so you're not too articulate and
I think that's
smooth.
why we let's say 90% of the time we find someone who's like articulate, a bit more attractive. Maybe it's the confidence.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's your meaning of life?
Maybe it's the self-confidence to... I mean, no, this is not my meaning of life, but... Sorry. But I think it's just the self-confidence. Stop it. You're going to make me forget what I'm going to say.
I suddenly feel like you're so close to my face. I don't know why.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not that close. It's technically okay. Yeah, it's a bit funny. But I think it's the self-confidence to, I guess, make mistakes or to say things that if it doesn't 100% capture what you have in mind, but that is the best effort that you have, and maybe it's not having any self-doubt.
Do you think that's a form of self-love as well? That you have trust in yourself and you like yourself enough to accept that like this is the best decision I can make in a
That's
way.
a really good point, yeah. No, I think now that you put it that way, I think 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was that your life meaning?
No. We're still going back before. But to answer your question, what is the meaning of life? Here we go. All the self-doubt.
Don't look.
Yeah, I'm
look me in the eyes. Answer me.
So
I'm
many
the captain
words.
now.
It's like,
Sorry.
oh my God, I've got 20 meanings, but what if I choose this? And then people are, oh my God, that's what he believes, and he doesn't believe anything else. Anyway, the meaning of life, I think, is this is upon, here we go. Okay, I'm not gonna give disclaimer, but it's I think life with a purpose that you can resonate with. And look, it's gonna sound so cliche, but I think a life that you don't regret at the end of the day. And I think it's hard to not quantify, that's not the right word, it just sounds smart. It's quite hard to properly describe what I view as the meaning of life, but I think it's more so a life that when you live and when you're done living, you do not feel like you've made the wrong decisions.
That sounds so interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds like you have quite a high standard on yourself.
I think we all live in a society, and in order for a society to work, we should all be responsible for ourselves.
Wow.
So
you know, a lot of people, they wouldn't care about society. The fact like you see the society so big to a point like it has a role in terms of your life meaning. Maybe that takes up like 5%, 20%, but that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's just acceptance, isn't it? You know, obviously, just out there, a majority of everyone lives in the society, and with that, you by default interact with a number of people. And I'm not talking about verbal interaction, I'm just talking about transactions.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the transactions
You're happy,
may be.
everyone happy.
Yeah, and I think in the end, it's like, don't you want to leave a, like positive influence, like a net positive with your life? Because in the end of the day, we're all just like, droplets in the ocean. It's not even an ocean, it's sort of like a river, right? It's like time's moving. It's like flowing down. You're just like literally like raindrop onto the river, and you just start your life from a certain point. It's like we've already missed centuries and centuries of life. So, don't you want to waste? I mean, don't you not want to waste your life? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. What was the question?
Life meaning.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Do you think when was the moment you're like, okay, here's my life meaning, or it's more like maybe you've been practicing it, but you didn't put it into works like till like maybe today or like other occasions before you'd be like, oh, actually, based on how I've been living, this is how I'll describe it.
I think in the sense that the meaning of life is constantly evolving for me, because when I was young, I do not have the concept of society, nor do I care about it. Because I think I just did not have as much empathy is not the right word. I do think that I've built empathy and learned empathy from a very young age due to Adrian's presence. I think that really, because in order to understand Adrian, you need empathy.
Your younger brother?
Yeah, my younger brother Adrian, who is an autistic man. He's no longer a boy. Maybe he's still a boy. Next year I'll call him a man.
Oh
autistic
my God.
man.
Yeah, 30 years old.
Yeah, he's autistic boy now.
But we all see him still as a baby. But anyway, yes.
Yeah. Wait, what were we talking about?
You didn't have much empathy and you didn't care so much about the society when you were younger. So
yeah. I mean, everyone goes through a phase, right? The teenage phase. Like Simple Plan, Green Day, Fall Out Boys.
So I guess in a way, maybe if I ask you the same question again in 10 years, it will be a different answer as in your life meaning.
Yeah, but I think it's more so, I wouldn't say a different answer, but more like it's within the same direction.
Yeah.
It's just that now it might be more expanded in the sense that it might include less people, as in like maybe from
Less
society.
people,
it's just
more
like,
people, yeah.
Yeah, maybe this is how some people perceive family as well, right? Like, you pop a kid.
That's true, yeah. Like I'm going to contribute to the world.
Yeah, this is now my meaning of life, my legacy. Batman, Batman did it.
Let me drink some tea.
I'm too lazy to cut this part out, but yeah, I think it's just like, I wouldn't say constantly changing, but more so like the older I am, the more life experience I have, just more experiences in general. So I've got more data, so I can refine the answer. So maybe throughout the years, the older I become, where I receive more life experience and more understanding of myself through self-reflections or whatever it may be, and then you perhaps start moving closer to your meaning of life, the interpretation. Like, you only get better every year.
Do you think you're close? As in, like, your life meaning in a way, like, maybe like approach or...
Yeah, I think I am definitely on the right track. In the sense that I know that I'm I know that I'm moving.
Stop it.
I know that I'm moving towards.
I'm not gonna look at you. Let's not make eye contact.
My legs are numb. It's so
It's the
numb.
age. Shit. Oh my god.
That's why I know my meaning of life. It's the age. What were we talking about?
Meaning of life.
Yeah, but what? I thought how many times am I supposed to answer?
No, because you answer my question. Then you're like, what's the question? So you answer without thinking about the question.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think that I am on the right track and I already know where the destination is. So I'm moving towards there. It's just that along the way, maybe there's a couple of detours, but it doesn't mean I'm moving somewhere else. I just stop for a bit. Yeah, no, and I don't know what no is, but you should feel the vibe, This.
How do you execute it, as in like if there's a so-called goal like that? Like how do you actually put it into action? I don't know, maybe you donate money, you help grandmas crossing the road, or like, pay per straw.
That's a good point. I haven't gotten to that stage yet.
Okay.
I know what
I
I want.
actually eat a lot, okay? I'm actually...
I know what I want. I just don't know how to get there.
This is a meme, I don't know. Sometimes when I don't understand the reference, you actually look stupid. Because I don't know the reference. You just sound stupid.
My leg is so numb, by the way. I cannot really...
Can you move?
No, it's okay. Just don't move. Then at the end of it, I'll just one shot.
It has only been 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's the age, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. That's crazy. Driving is fine though. Driving, you're constantly
You don't
moving.
sit like this when you drive, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
if you don't
different.
want to get into a car accident, best not to sit like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait. I'm gonna drink my chamomile tea. Just give me a second.
Chamomile tea.
Do you like the slurping sound? Like this?
As in like real life?
Yeah, as in like just in general. The
Real
slurping.
life or ASMR? I don't like it in real life, but I like it in ASMR space.
What's the difference?
My mood?
Oh, what do you mean your mood? As in like how someone slurping in real life different from someone slurping in ASMR? Why do you like the ASMR version but not the real life version?
Maybe because I'm relaxed and I want to hear the sound very like that. But like in real life, I'm like on my way to my next appointment, so busy driving, and I hear like, what the fuck?
It's like, shut up, man.
Yeah, maybe it's my head space, mental space.
So, okay, so obviously it sounds like when you are not ready to hear the sound, you ideally would not like to hear the sound because it irritates you.
Yes.
Sounds like irritation is the...
And maybe like I was irritated to begin with.
Yeah,
so,
but that would agitate it and, enhance it.
I think it's more like maybe when I listen to ASMR, I myself, I'm already relaxed. So it's like whatever you play to me, it's like I'm going to fall asleep anyway. So technically, I don't need ASMR in a way.
So why... Okay, I'm actually curious. Like, why do you listen to ASMR? Like, what do you get out of it?
I think... What do you want to do?
What do you mean?
Why are you moving so much? I thought you
No, my leg is numb. I told you I just have to move.
Sorry.
I have no choice.
ASMR, I think, personally, I find it quite relaxing. I hope that's kind of whole point. Like, they don't want you to find it like any other way, okay? Like, just relaxing, yeah. So, which is absolutely fair. That's why some people, they listen to it, it's like, oh, it's so creepy. It's like too sensitive. So, I feel like it's fair. But I think for me, it's like because it's so sensitive, that's why it helps me. Like, it's like someone scratching your ear and then like, and I personally, I love, but sometimes it's hard because I want to watch it. I want to watch like the preview as in like, what do I get in this like 1.5 hour ASMR video? So I end up like checking like, I don't know if I can say it, but it's kind of like sometimes when you go on like Pornhub, but like you need to go through like 12 pages just to find that one video. When you reach that video, you'll be like, oh, too tired. Like,
it's
so I just like, let me do dishes or something. Yeah, it's like,
let me do this.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here.
Vacuum.
Like at this point, just like I'm checking the algorithm, see what's trending, but like, it's like social media, using Pornhub, but like social media. Anyway, so for ASMR, I'm into like lash extension because I do get lash extension myself. So I think it's just the sound is very interesting. I'm very into like appointments. I don't know why. Like one of my favorite one is like condition check from doctor. FYI, I never got
what check?
like cognition, as in like, oh, like here's a pen, there's a line, you know, left, right, close your eyes, blank, blank, and like they got some stick and they knock on your head like go.
Cognition.
I guess so.
Oh,
I
interesting.
don't remember because I
Yeah.
usually when I listen, I'm like half asleep anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, something sort of steam maybe it's old, but I thought it's cognition. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really into that appointment. I just found appointments very relaxing. I think since a kid, I love going to clinics or studios. And you know, I always, you're gonna think about my mom, right?
It's not a clinic. Oh, yeah. But clinics as in like what? Medical clinic, dentist?
Yeah, I find very, except dentist.
Oh, yeah.
It's the sound.
worst.
But like, I do like going to GP's clinic. I find it very like peaceful and calm. Like,
Actually, wow.
the smell of it, and I think there's always like a bit like cool tone, like the material. I'm not too sure. I think it's actually very different in Australia, as in specifically like Melbourne, but I think that's the case also for Adelaide as well, because I used to stay in Adelaide for a bit. But anyway, clinic here, sometimes they're all very different in style, and sometimes they try their best to not make it look like a clinic. But what I love about Hong Kong is that every GP clinic is like, let's say one day I got kidnapped, someone knocked me, I was like, ugh. And then I wake up one day, the moment I open my eyes, I look at the ceiling, I know I'm at a clinic. All the clinic use the exact same foamy texture ceiling, or I don't know, but like, I just find it so peaceful and calming, and it's like quiet, and it's like everyone's sick there, so no one's gonna talk loud, and I think the sensory wise is amazing, and it's the, you know, the bleach smell, and everyone is like, and the nurses, they're so down, so they say, oh, next one, Kasey Low, here's your medication, fuck off, like that.
Take your medication, fuck off. Hey, make sure you pay.
Or maybe I just kind of associate, because as a kid, whenever I go to GP clinic, means I get medical certificate, means I don't have to go to school, so which is relaxing.
It's the association.
Yeah, so now it's like, I'm gonna pay the doctor to get a medical certificate where I'm actually sick, but I'm just like, yeah, that 15 minutes was so relaxing. But yeah,
it's the whole meaning behind it.
yeah,
The meaning of
yeah,
that.
I don't know why I'm talking about clinic, but yeah. ASMR, yes.
ASMR, yes. So there was, when it comes to ASMR, right? Like, is there like a specific something that you look for? Is it like a sound, a story? Because you mentioned clinic, obviously. Is it the sound of the clinic, the visual of the clinic, the storyline of the clinic, or as in, I'm just curious as to how you pick this genre.
I think it's how they talk to you in the first place. You can imagine like FYI, when it comes to ASMR, there's so many different scenarios. So it's very like scenario based. So usually it's like around like 1 hour like that. So there's like a hairdresser, there's like clinic doctor doing eye check for you. Why are you laughing?
Haircut.
Like,
yeah.
Haircut. I just said hairdresser.
Hairdresser. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Oh my god. And then there's, for example, my favorite is like lash extension like that. So yeah, I just like the scenario one. I don't like those like, oh my god, I feel like I'm using too much porn reference.
Yeah, you need to stop, man.
Hopefully it's fine. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so you know how ASMR, you don't know, but ASMR, there are different types. I said I'm really into like the scenario based one. So it's usually like 1 hour, 1.5 hours. So they go, hi, morning, Kasey. Welcome to blah, blah, clinic. And they do like some packaging, open the pss, pss. Oh shit.
Wow. They do that?
Let it open something, then your point of view is like you lie down, then obviously usually you listen to it when you're in your bed, so you close your eyes and you'll hear like the packaging opening, then it take out like cotton bud like that, and clean a little bit. So that's first person point of view scenario. But there are the type which a lot of people like, so I feel like it's a little bit like fast food, so they only got the da-da-da-da-da-da, so they just like touch different objects and like make the sound, but there's no scenario, there's no plot. Yeah, it's just creation of the generation of the sound. I am a woman, so when I go watch porn, I like something with a plot. So it's like it's just like how a normal woman will have sex. So you have like foreplay, everything, normal everything. But I feel like the rough part is like some people they have like 5-minute clips, and it just like a zoom in focus on like someone like private parts, just like bam bam bam, you know. Yeah, I feel like that's so that meat. You get what I mean? There's no plot. Like
Discovery Channel.
There's no, it's not
Animal
love.
Planet.
They're not making love. Like
yeah, it's just like looking at how You know, like chocolate is being made in the factory. It's like, oh, okay. Thanks for the
I want a
thanks for the zoom
backstory.
in. Yeah, thanks
I
for the
want a
zoom.
backstory of the chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's basically a documentary at that point. But
it
I
is,
personally,
yeah.
I don't know if we have to cut this part or not. But anyway, yeah, that's how I feel like. So it's like I need to like ease into the like my mind relax. Like, yeah, I'm at the clinic. I'm like closing my eyes. Hi, today I'm here to help you. My name is Bella. Like that. I don't
Yeah.
want to just like then like 5 minutes go
Yeah,
out.
like you want someone's like, hi,
Yeah.
welcome to the barber shop.
Yeah, and I'm really into like talking. Like sometimes like, but you have to pick like certain like I don't know how to call them YouTuber
Role.
ASMR word like that.
Yeah,
So it's like certain access. I personally
creators. Yeah.
because I'm Chinese, so I cannot do Chinese.
Oh, why
Yeah.
is it weird? Is it?
It's so weird. I actually pay attention. It's kind of like at work, I don't listen to songs that I can hear lyrics. So usually I play boom boom. Oh my god, I love classical by the way because you can't. It's opera, so you can't hear a damn thing.
Yeah, you listen
Like
to
I
a
told
lot
you
of
the other
classical
day,
music.
I listen to like what UK drill
Yeah,
rapper. Then I start like focus. I was like, oh my god, the lyrics. So it's like I wasn't doing my job. I wasn't working because I was like analyzing the lyrics.
Yeah.
But anyway, so ASMR. That's just how I feel. I prefer to sit down one like a whole journey. 1.5 hour. And let's be honest, if you listen to it for 1.5 hour, like you should be sleeping. If you're not sleeping, you shouldn't be on ASMR. You should be on therapy.
Basically, it's the virtual experience of what would be nice in real life as well, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
and I love my lash appointment. I think it's a woman privilege in a way. Someone gonna come at me, but like, if women do have privileges, this is our privileges.
Yeah.
Like I get to lie down. Someone's like, hi, Kasey, it's been so long, and touch your forehead a little bit, like wipe your brows a little bit, and the idea of getting pampered. Like as a man, I doubt like when was the last time you felt like, getting pampered? I know blood test, like
blood test, fuck man, that's like the worst shit ever.
It's like they got a little cotton bud, some alcohol wipes.
Someone wipes. Oh
take
my
a deep
God.
breath. Hey, you scared blood.
So gentle.
Yeah. Tell me another time someone talked to you so gentle like that.
That is a very good point.
Yeah, since like maybe 10 like that. Yeah. It's like, fucker, you're 11 years old now. Yeah. But,
get out, you move out, go find a job.
But anyway, yeah. It's really nice. I like it in real life too.
Yeah.
How's your facial experience?
It was not bad. Very interesting. My voice cracked. Very interesting. Yeah. It was very interesting. In the sense that it was. I think I didn't expect the number of steps involved.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought it was I go there, someone's gonna put one layer of something, remove it, plug something. I don't even know what's there to plug. I don't know when they go spray my face with water. Oh, this is water from this mountain cook from New Zealand. Oh wow, so refreshing.
So funny.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, but it was not bad. Although it's not something that I think I would ever do again. I think it's just the price involved.
Don't think about the price. I'm asking you the experience. I'm not asking you about the price. Yeah.
For me, it's very difficult to talk about something without the monetary value involved because unfortunately we live in a capitalistic world and we live in a society. I shouldn't whisper though because that's really bad. And now I suddenly talk so loud. And what's the question again?
How was your facial experience? Did you like it, the facial treatment?
Yes.
YES.
Yeah. Still like to be pampered. No,
I think that's my life meaning.
The meaning of life? To experience good experiences, is it?
To enjoy, to feel good.
Yeah. But what is to feel good? Everyone that does heroin feels good. Everyone. 100% of heroin users reported that they felt good.
Who said I don't want?
Yeah. 100% of them.
No. I mean like feel good within legal limit and personal, morale, I guess that's the word.
Personal morale.
Yeah. But not legal limit actually. I think my personal morale is over on top, like, like the prioritize here. Prioritize. I prioritize that is the priority here over legal limit. Because let's say if I do illegal shit, what will I tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit lost as to where we are now. But morale, how do you measure morale? It's such a subjective thing.
You cannot
isn't it?
measure. That's the whole point.
Okay,
I
maybe
think.
not measure, but how do you quantify morale?
I think it's a very personal thing.
So it's person-centered.
Yeah.
So in a way, because if something is person-centered, right, wouldn't that make it impossible for a general rule of thumb for society then? So everyone can debate their morale.
Yeah, I think that's why that's like personal and maybe how to say it? I think you can mix and match with this word. As a society, that's our more. Let's say like, if I say something, I'm gonna get censored. But like, we love kids in an appropriate way. Like for example, if you do something bad, like for example, violence against women, we against that. So it's like quite common sense, I hope. But like, person more is that, if someone falls, let's say this grandma falls, I don't pick her up because I feel like that's her dignity as well. Who knows? Then maybe that's my personal stuff. Wow, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but no, I do agree that sometimes in life, they are quite objective, unless you're really going out of your way to, be an asshole to debate the other end.
I think it really depends. It's more like this is a word that we don't usually use.
Yeah.
And I feel like people who abuse this word so much, we call it abuse for a reason. Like people who always bring it up, it's a bit like sus.
Yeah. I guess it's sort of like the whole, I technically, if you have to be so technical about everything, then, maybe it says something.
Yeah. I think we're both thinking of that one specific topic, but let's not,
Let's not, yeah. Let's not go into that. What do you value in life? What are your values? Besides food.
This is so good, but I'm trying to kind of like separate life meaning and value of life. What?
As in just what values do you uphold?
Values. I talked to the coach before about this.
Yeah.
And she kind of summarized in a way I'm very big on being a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's kind of like the problem here is that I think what I struggle with is being a good person to the society. So, but in a way, I don't necessarily like enjoy it as much. And I think like it changes as well. I think like being a good person, for example, in Hong Kong is very different from being a good person in Australia. Yeah. So I cannot say I enjoy it the most, but I think like maybe my value right now is being a good person to myself, my standards, and being good to myself. Be nice to myself. And I think like just a bit more acceptance in a way.
Self-compassion, self-acceptance.
Yeah. Wow, cancel. Oh, okay. But yeah, so I think like it kind of goes against like my previous interpretation of being a good person, as in like what the society wants. I don't give a fuck. Like I did not, that's one thing. I used to not like dogs. I think they're just like too much. I like specific breed, but I think like I came to Australia, I feel like, oh wow, I really have to like live up to this persona. Like some dogs, like I'll be honest, like Australia, like some dogs they're quite big and they are a bit scary, and like I didn't get to see them some certain breeds as much. And sometimes I think like because people here are so friendly, so they don't, like we mentioned before, they don't keep their dogs away. So like
they don't keep the dogs close to
if they're
themselves
crazy, they want to go harm my legs, they could do it. It's like, oh my god, honey, like, but so but I think like
no, you're right.
I try to act like I like dogs, but to a point, I think that's kind of like, oh, like I'm in Australia now, so I'm gonna like play up that persona, like how a nice, friendly person would present themselves in Australia, which is very different in Hong Kong, by the way. Then I think it's to a point I genuinely like it. Like I actually love seeing dogs now. Sometimes when I drive, I see a puppy that's like, oh my god, that oh wow, that sounds so white, but that make my day.
Deep
And like,
addition.
I do like dogs now. As in
Yeah.
like, not, I'm not gonna have a French kiss, like, no offense, but it's just like,
French kissing.
I mean, like, I don't. Hey, if you ask me if I want to have French kiss with Tom Hiddleston, then like, I'll probably think about it too. So it's not like I just don't do it with dogs. Like I don't do it with very handsome human being too. But anyway, yeah. So I think that's probably my value. Like you said, like self-compassion. I think like I shift the focus a bit more. Like focus myself a bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that taps into my life meaning. Because now I think about it, I was like, that sounds so stupid. I was like, well, I want to eat. I want to watch a movie. That's my life meaning. That actually sounds so stupid.
Yeah. Maybe the eating is, like things that you see as you being compassionate towards yourself. Like it's like a treat.
Is
like
that,
a reward.
yeah, actions. More like actions.
I deserve this. I deserve to eat.
How I'll execute it.
Yeah.
By treating myself nicely. But I think my life meaning is that I want to make myself happy. And sometimes like that also may be similar like yours. That include making other people that I care happy, but not as in society. I think a bit more specific.
Yeah. Like you and your social circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I might add that into mine as well. After you said like not regret, I was like, ooh, okay, that's very fair. That sounds so cool and like solid as like a life meaning shit. Like yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a cheat code, right? It's like, meaning of life is to live a life that you do not regret. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
If you do not regret means it's a good decision. Good decision means good. You win. I am the best. Make a ching chalaga.
Sounds like a slur, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. The first time I heard it, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, then you pick up it really fast
but it's super funny.
Anyway, yeah. How about you?
Oh, it's really interesting because when I thought about the question, like what I value, I was thinking very like external. I wasn't really like thinking too inward.
I did pick it up. My whole point is that I want to be nicer to myself, but your whole point is like, might as well. It feels more like you're taking care of yourself, but you might as well take care of the society. So you do value a lot as in the external group, society, people.
Yeah. But, another way of seeing it is you are surrounded by people that you love and care for in a way where you are journeying life with them. So they're sort of like constant characters, like, like they don't come and go. So they're like kind of, I've forgotten the word for it, staple characters? I don't know. Anyway, they're permanent characters in your life. So I feel like in a way, by being nice to them, not being nice, like, all this is like, I do not know how exactly to articulate my thoughts, but it's more so if you somehow have a positive impact on them and they are happy, then in turn, they will make you happy. So technically, I'm making myself happy by making other people happy.
Yeah.
Unless, the person's an asshole, I make the person happy, the person every time make me not happy, so I just draw my boundaries and cut the friendship or relationship. Yeah, which all comes back down
self-love
to, self-compassion.
Yeah.
You give yourself permission to cut off parts
hate
of your life that you do not want to keep. And yes, to hate.
Yeah. So that's your values of life
I think
so hard to word it, to articulate.
I think
what's the vibe?
Yeah. Community is not it. Right? I do not want to say, by uplifting your community, shut the fuck up, right? You just uplift, you just go make your bed every morning first before you uplift the community. All right? You wash your dishes. All right? Don't go and uplift your community and then you're at home.
Work from home, 8 hours a day.
Yeah. Didn't wash your dishes, didn't drink enough water, you shut up. You just go and eat your food and drink your water first. Anyway, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Value. Yeah, I think it's quality time lah. It sounds so lame now.
So
lame. So potong steam. What I value, good value.
Quality time as in like, I'm here for a good what?
No.
Good time, not a long time.
Oh no, you. No, but I think more so maybe meaningful connections. Yeah, because I think for a very big period of my life, I always believe like, like lone wolf. I do not need anyone. I don't need the society.
Male.
Yeah. Bam. That's not the right song. But just have that mentality where, I can survive by myself, I thrive by myself, I do not need others, I do not need the society. Anyway, but I think, just upon reflection and having lived the life a few more years, another decade, it really makes you think. It's like you do
Need people.
need people, unfortunately. It's like look at COVID. I thought I was able to carry this and to do all this by myself. Yeah, this is the best time, but yeah, you need people in the end of the day. Unfortunately, we are social beings.
So your life meaning is to. I only have like keywords.
Is this like the third time?
No.
Let's circle back.
I want to do like
Let's
a little
circle back.
somewhat, yeah. But I'm like, I only got like keywords. I'm trying to how to like put such a deep thing into like one sentence.
Yeah,
like
to wrap it up, is it?
Yeah.
It's like it's a nice conclusion, but unfortunately, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah, happy, everyone happy.
Yeah, happy. I happy. You happy. Your mom happy. Your mom make you happy. You happy. You make your dad happy.
Well, it sounds,
yes.
the more your mom sounds like you're scolding, you're about to say something very wrong.
What kalau kong What kalau kong you make yourself happy Okay lah.
Is that okay?